Okay, so here's what just happened. Syria just declared a ceasefire between government forces and Kurdish fighters after a night of gunfire, shelling, and at least one death in Aleppo. And yeah, a ceasefire sounds good, like a break from war, right? Except this one might be the calm before an even bigger storm. Because behind this peace deal is a collapsed alliance, a broken promise, and a government trying to pull the plug on the only group that's kept northern Syria from falling apart. Let's break it down. So here's the situation. In Aleppo, yeah, that same city that's basically been bombed, rebuilt, and bombed again. Syrian government troops and the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, the SDF, started firing at each other. Mortars, machine guns, checkpoints under attack, it was chaos. State media said the SDF opened fire on government checkpoints. The SDF said, nope, we pulled out months ago. They started it. Classic Syria. At least one person was killed and 4 were injured. Civilians were caught in the middle as usual. And after that, the government rushed to announce a ceasefire. The defense minister, Morhaf Abu Qasra, even went on record saying both sides agreed on a comprehensive ceasefire across all fronts. But if you have followed Syria at all, ceasefire, they're like software updates. They sound nice, they usually fix nothing and crash again in 2 days. To understand what's going on, we have to go back to March when the Syrian government and the SDF made a historic deal. After Bashar al-Assad was finally ousted in December, yes, after 14 years of civil war, the new president Ahmed al-Shara promised something huge: unity. He said the SDF, which controls about a quarter of Syria, would be integrated into the official Syrian army and the government institutions. That means no more divided control, no more mini-states in the northeast. In return, the Kurds would hand over key territories, oil fields, border crossings, even an airport. It was supposed to be a win-win. Damascus gets control, the Kurds get legitimacy, and Syria finally gets peace. But like most things in Syrian politics, it didn't go according to plan. By May, things started to stall. Damascus accused the SDF of dragging its feet, refusing to hand over oil-rich territories and Deir ez-Zor and Hasaka. The SDF accused Damascus of blocking Kurdish political participation and continuing a military presence in Kurdish-majority neighborhoods. So basically, both sides were accusing each other of doing the same thing, acting like the boss. And while they argued, people in places like Aleppo were paying the price. The Sheikh Maksud and Ashrafia neighborhoods, areas that once symbolized fragile coexistence, are now military flashpoints again. And it's not just about bullets and mortars, it's about power. Because whoever controls Aleppo controls the narrative of New Syria. Now let's talk about the SDF, the Syrian Democratic Forces. If you've heard the name before, it's because they were the US-backed fighters who helped crush ISIS in 2019. They are Kurdish-led but include Arabs, Christians, and other minorities. For years, they've run a semi-autonomous region in northeastern Syria.